What is up, everybody? Today I'm reacting to the brand new spell teasers for the balance spells coming to Wizard 101, hopefully very soon. The first video I'm going to be reacting to is the new weaving spells from the Spiral project here on YouTube. Go ahead and check them out. I am going to be chopping this up, so I'm not going to include their entire video, so there's still something for you guys to watch here. But I am really excited about these. I have been waiting for more weaving options because right now, Balance doesn't really get a lot of good weaving stuff, so I'm hoping there's some cool stuff. I did get a couple things spoiled, but I tried to avoid them as much as possible, but let's hop into it. Now, this is not somebody I've watched before, so I don't really know their style, so let's check them out.
Hey everyone, how's it going? The Spiral Project has teamed up with King's Isle Entertainment and some of the big content creators for Wizard 101 to showcase some new spells coming to the spring test realm.
14 people is a lot.
I will be listing the videos in the description so you can check out each of the
I'm so glad Ice School's got a spot. Give him a shout out in my last teaser.
And I know you're wondering,
is this Crocotopia?
Well, yes it is. Today we'll be showcasing and explaining the 3 new rank 4 balance weaving spells coming to me. The last spell being introduced with a chilling entrance is Raw Refrigeration. Here's a first look of what Raw Refrigeration looks like.
I'm doing ice weaving. Whoa. I love Raw. I love Raw's animation as a spell. Not the ice shield. But what it do though?
This spell can be
it's a
trained
split
by
damage
Crystal
spell.
Blended Growth. Raw Refrigeration works by combining the balance spell Raw.
Yo! Wait. Okay, so it's a hit, and then it gives 55 not chromatic shields, just like tower shields, up to 5 of them for blades on your opponent. So Balance has been needing more anti-blade spells for a long freaking time. So, I mean, that's pretty crazy, especially with the ice setup that I'm running right now. And if y'all notice, that's a 6-pip spell. That's gonna trigger adapt as well. Okay, I mean, I'm excited to use this. And also, I like Raw as a spell. It's just hard to justify packing. And same with Frost Beetle. Like, those are both cool utilities. But maybe with having access to this fusion, it'll be worth packing. That's just a lot of deck space, though. But I love that Balance is getting more options for blades, and blades for shields. Again, it's not the best against like fire and myth, and those are the people that kind of stack up a lot of buffs since they have anti-shields. But actually 5 shields means it's actually decent against myth. So I'm really curious to see how this pans out. That's crazy. Okay. Well, I didn't realize this is a very short video, so I will maybe I'll trim up more of this. The other video is going over probably the new Shads and Scions. We've seen these before from the other teasers. Daniel Sunsword, another creator that I have not personally heard of, but definitely check them out. I will be looking forward to seeing new stuff from both these new creators, plus all the other creators on the teaser list. I actually didn't know a lot of them, so let's check them out.
Wizard 101 is preparing to release their spring update for 2025, and here are all the Arc 3 and 4 Balance Spell mental paths that are coming to the game. Before we begin, I'd like to give a big shout out to Emma, our community manager, and the King's Isle team for letting me share these teasers with everyone else in the community. And also thanks to Alhazrat for being an amazing balance teacher.
Yes!
Starting
oh my gosh.
Cutest but powerful
I love
Gaze.
Gaze
Of Fate.
I love him so much. Please tell me he's good now.
The only
he was so bad.
Come with this spell
you know what? No, that's huge. Wait, okay. Yes. This is exactly what I wanted them to do, and I didn't know if they'd go this route. This is huge. So 5 pips for almost 500 damage, but it's a balance and then a random hit. And then it's the balance bubble. And I imagine we'll eventually get spell tiers for this, so it'll be even stronger. Balance has not had a good way to fight bubble, and this, oh yes, this I was hoping for this. I was hoping for exactly this, that they'd leave him unchanged and they just bring him back down to 1 pip. Oh, I love my derpy little man. I love him so much. Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with this change. Oh yes, I'm so happy.
Now available for PvP and with the reduced shadow pip cost, but also nerfed damage. Otherwise, everything else is the same. Next up, we have Nested Fury.
Nested. This hasn't been a...
Nested Fury
So this hasn't really been a relevant spell in a while. It's just a hit and trap. Split damage, hit and trap, but it's balance damage.
As for the bottom path, it has now been reduced to 1 Shadow Pip instead of 2. It can now be selected up to 4 targets by reducing the damage by 25% per target, while also adding a negative aura onto your target for a negative 30% outgoing damage for 4 rounds. The negative aura after effect is similar to the spell Starfall, however this path does double of the original spell.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
I'm not a PvP player, but let me know if you would use this spell.
This is a weakness? Oh, I'm an idiot. This is a weakness aura. This dude can read better than I can. Shout out to Daniel Sunsword. Okay, clearly they can read better than me. What? I'm stupid. Okay, so we evaluate this as a hit and weakness. I mean, that's the strongest weakness aura Balance has ever gotten, and a weakness aura I think is a lot stronger than a trap aura. I mean, it can still be erased in the same way, but I kind of like that a lot. That's a lot of damage decrease. I can see this being really useful against Myth Wizards. Yeah, no, I like this better, actually. We were kind of missing that hit and weakness because we got a hit and trap aura and a hit and defensive aura, and we've already had a hit and positive aura. The only thing we were missing was a hit and negative weakness aura. So I like this. I like this change. Okay. Take back what I said earlier. Thank you. Thank you for clarifying, because I, for some reason, thought this was a trap aura.
Next up, the cutest tree of all, Scion of Balance.
We're just combining tiers. What's the highest damage? Okay.
Path is also
so at max tier, that's more damage than we currently have. So I'll take it. That's just a balance buff.
Quick side note, if you do have the PvP only version trained, it will automatically give you the tier 2 bottom path. But if you choose to reset it, you will get the 75 spellements in return to choose whichever path you would like. And if you decide to do the bottom path, it is also available for regular PvE standard content.
Yeah, so that's the other thing, is them changing these things to be allowed in PvE and PvP is such a huge W. And I'm so glad that they're moving away from these PvP only spells. PvE only spells will always exist, like Incendiate and stuff. Like, things have to be banned in PvP, but there's no reason to ban things in the main game, because the main game is very easy, and there are way more broken things than random PvP gambits and stuff. So I am glad they're shifting away from that. Bring back Solar Surge. Solar Surge is the best enchantment. Get rid of all the other enchantments and just put Solar Surge in the main game, and it'll be easier to balance your game, so that way you don't have to balance low pip hits around having friggin' 300 extra damage on them.
Next up, Balance's sweetest spell of all, Mockenspiel.
I love Mockenspiel. Please don't be bad. Please don't be bad.
Mockenspiel's base after effect.
Okay, you know what? No, I like that. Okay, so it's a hit and double 35 weakness. I think that's really good. So 470 damage for 5 pips is a little under rate for what I like on balance spells, but the utility is so high that, I mean, that's dope. I like that a lot. I mean, it's literally like a whatchamacallit, what's the spell, the death one, headless. It's literally a headless, except it's not chromatic, which means it's better in the balance ditto. I like that. I like this change. It's a simple change. I don't love currently in Live Realm, Mockenspiel gives either a blade or a weakness, and neither of which are very strong. So I very much like this. I am going to be sad that sometimes I can't clutch out with a blade situation, but I think a weakness is almost always what we're praying for anyway. So I think this is a good change.
And with that being said, those are all the new Arc 3 and 4.
Dude, I'm excited though. There's some really cool stuff. But yeah, huge thanks to Daniel Sunsword and the Spiral Project for going over these spells, because holy smokes, this is some cool stuff coming to Balance, and I'm really excited to try out some new strategies. I'm really excited about the fusion spell, the shads, the increase to Balance Scion. Balance Scion's already an incredibly strong spell, so buffing it is kind of crazy, but you do need the spellments for it, and I imagine those will take some time to farm, but eventually it'll be a buff. I didn't include every single spell from both of these videos in this video, so absolutely check them out. Once again, that's Daniel Sunsword and the Spiral Project. They will both be linked in the description of this video. thank you so much for joining me. But quickly, before you guys go anywhere, can we talk about these 2 content creators? They put in some serious grade A effort into these videos. Like Loki, they be putting my editing to shame. The Spiral Project put out this clean, concise graph showing exactly how the spell works. And overall presentation was just really good in their video. And look at Daniel's freaking editing on these spell intros. Like, oh my gosh. Like, seriously, these creators are incredible. I will absolutely be subscribing right now. If you are not subscribing, you are the problem. Do it now, subscribe now, do it now. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Later, taters.